everyone, I am going to explain question number 9 from exercise 4.1 and this question belongs from 11th class maths. In this question, this is given mathematical statement we have to prove by the principle of mathematical induction for all n belongs to capital N, and here capital N means set of natural numbers. So this is the given mathematical statement, and we have to prove that this given mathematical statement is true for all n values of n, natural values of n. So principle of mathematical induction have mainly 3 steps that I am writing here. First we have to assume the statement as Pn, and in first step we will prove that for n equal to 1 P1 is true. That is our first step. In second step we will assume that for n equal to k, where k is any positive integer, we will assume that pk is true, and in third step we have to prove pk plus 1 is true when pk is true. So by keeping these 3 points in our mind, we will start to solve it. So first step we have to define the given statement as pk. So we will write down here statement Pn is defined as, so whatever be the mathematical statement that you just write down in the given question, 1 upon 2, 1 plus 1 upon 4, and then plus 1 upon 8 plus it's extended up to 1 upon 2 to the power n equal to 1 minus 1 upon 2 to the power n. Now condition first. There are 3 conditions for principle of mathematical induction. So one by one all the conditions we have to prove. In condition first, that on substituting equal to 1 in left hand side of statement Pn. So when we replace it, we will obtain left hand side of P1, because instead of n we have to take here 1, so we will write here P1 is equal to, now P1 means, students, if you write here 1 then you have to take only the first term, so that is 1 upon 2. So left hand side is going to be only 1 upon 2. Now right hand side, similarly right hand side of P1 is equal to, so in the right hand side you have to write here, because this is our right hand side, so instead of n we have to take 1, so we will take here 1, so that will give us 1 minus 1 upon 2 to the power 1. So that is equal to 1 minus half, and 1 minus half is 1. So we obtain left hand side and right hand side are same, which implies left hand side of P1 is equal to right hand side of P1. Thus, for n equal to 1, statement Pn is true. So condition first is satisfied. Now in condition second, we are going to assume that for n equal to k, the given statement is true. So condition second. Now in condition second, let for n equal to k, statement pk is true. Now what is k here? Where K is any positive integer. Now first we'll write down here statement Pn from the question, that is 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8, and it's extended up to 1 upon 2 to the power n, and its summations answer is going to be 1 minus 1 upon 2 to the power n. So this is the given statement in the question. Now instead of n, what we have to take here? K. So wherever n is there, we'll replace it by k. So pk statement is going to be half plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8 plus it's extended up to 1 upon 2 to the power, instead of n we have to take k, so 1 upon 2 to the power k, 1 minus 2 to the power k. So we'll assume this as equation first. Now condition third. In condition third, in condition third, we have to prove pk plus 1 is true whenever pk is true. So by taking pk statement, we have to bring pk plus 1. So I am writing here by using equation 1. So from equation 1, now we will write down equation 1 here. So this is our equation 1. So I am writing this equation, but I will not write here pk, only from half to this last I will write down. So I will get like this. After writing equation 1, we will have 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8 plus it's extended up to 1 upon 2 to the power k, leaving some gap, is equal to 1 minus 1 upon 2 to the power k. So this is our equation 1. Now here student, this equation we have to convert, this equation is for k. Now this equation we have to convert for k plus 1. So we have to introduce one extra term in the left hand side as well as in the right hand side. So which term we have to think? So when we have k, that time the last term of the left hand side is 1 upon 2 to the power k. So if we have here k plus 1, then the last term is going to be 1 upon 2 to the power k plus 1. So we need here to convert this equation to the statement pk plus 1. The last term here, it should be 1 upon 2 to the power k plus 1. So that I am going to add in both the sides so that I can convert this statement to the pk plus 1 statement. So that I am going to write down here. On adding 1 upon 2 to the power k plus 1 in both sides of above equation. So when we add, it is going to be converting pk plus 1 statement, and the statement is going to be 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8 plus it's extended up to 1 upon 2k plus 1 upon 2 to the power k plus 1 is equal to only 1 here. So 1 minus 1 upon 2 to the power k plus 1 upon 2 to the power k plus 1. So students, just see here in the left side I introduced 1 upon 2 to the power k plus 1 in addition. So in the right side also I added 1 upon 2 to the power k plus 1 so that the equation is balanced. Now if you observe it clearly, the last term of the left hand side is k plus 1. That's why this statement is of pk plus 1 statement. Now this right hand side we have to simplify. Just see, when we have the statement pk, that time here we have k only. So here we need only 1 minus 1 upon 2 to the power k plus 1. So we'll simplify these two terms. So in these two terms we'll observe carefully, then we can see that 2 to the power k is common. So like this we'll take common here from the right hand side. First of all, I'm going to write down this 1 as it is, and this 1 upon 2 to the power k also as it is, and plus it's k plus 1, so we can write it as 2k multiplied by 2, because students here we have power k plus 1, so if we simplify we can get here 2 to the power k multiplied by 2, because powers get added in the multiplication. So now here in these two terms when we observe, we can take that 1 upon 2 to the power k, we can take common from these two, so that will do. So equal to 1 minus 1 upon 2 to the power k I am taking common, so I will remain with plus 1, then minus 1 upon 2, because sign minus I took common, so since I took here minus common, so their sign will change here. Now half, 1 minus half is only half, so in next step we are going to get here 1 minus 1 upon 2 to the power k, and we are remain with only 1 upon 2. Now here is k and here power is 1, so again they will add, so we will get here 1 minus 1 upon 2 to the power k plus 1. So that is only the required answer. So we can see that from k plus 1, from pk statement we got pk plus 1 statement is true. So we will write down here, thus pk plus 1 is true whenever statement pk is true. So all three conditions is satisfied. Since all three conditions satisfied, so we are going to conclude that hence by principle of mathematical induction, statement Pn is true for all n belongs to capital N, and it's true, so hence true. So I hope this question is clear to you, and if you have any doubt, please write down in the comments so that I can clear out your doubts. Thank you.